All right, so a couple of you guys had asked about the burner pipe, and I'm going to show you the inside of what I've got there. And so it's really just a quick 90 on there, and I put a baffle plate on there, but I have found really that you could just pretty much you can see where the pipe comes through the tank, and I'll show you the other side. I've pretty much found that you don't need that baffle right there. The air can just blow into the burn bowl, but that works as well. It just basically keeps the cold air off the oil while it's preheating. But once it's preheated and it's burning good, you can blow the air straight into the bowl, into the burn bowl. Now the burn bowl is right here, and you can see all the debris that's been building up, which I haven't emptied for a while. And I've actually been burning candles because my wife had a bunch of candles to get rid of, so I've been throwing a couple candles in with the oil, just burn that up as well, and to give some heat. And then let me move this light around and I'll show you the back where the burn tube comes in, so you can kind of get an idea on that. I think that was the question of how's the burn tube set up, and I'll show you that right here. Let me sure and explain that. All right, so yeah, you have a burn tube right here, basically on a little bit of a slant, so the oil goes down, and then you've got air forced into that, and then the oil dripping into the burn tube, which is right there, which I have a P-trap on it right now, just, you know, so the air doesn't come out of the burn tube and back up the oil, which it generally doesn't, but the P-trap certainly eliminates any of that. And so yeah, the burn is just a pipe. You can use anything. You can use exhaust pipe or anything really, but the thicker the longer it'll last inside the tank, because it kind of eats up that pipe as it burns the bowl, gets it hot, and then it starts to deteriorate, but it takes quite a while. So there's where it goes in the tank, and it's just a hole cut in and then welded back up so you don't have any leakage. Obviously you can see this tank, I've done experiments on it where I welded up stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty simple process. You just kind of set up a platform, and generally my pipe runs underneath it just because of the aesthetics. And then I can put all my stuff on top of the tank. That could be a frame, anything. And then I just weld it to the tank there. And then I have a brace right here. You know, there's all kinds of different things. And then here's my water drain. It actually goes into the bottom of my container. So if I get any water in my oil, I can drain it out. It acts like an oil water separator, which is nice to have. Plus, if you ever want to drain the tank out completely, you have that. So I always use the bottom of the barbecue tank, which already has a 3/4 outlet in it after I take the valve out, and so that's where I run my drain. Now I actually added a valve on this one just to control airflow and get it just exactly where I want it, and it's a gate valve. It's not a plastic ball valve. That way I can close my bronze gate valve when I'm done burning, and I don't get any air back through my exhaust, back through my motor. So I can shut my valve off when I shut down the burn, and then just let the tank kind of burn out on its own, shut the airflow off, turn the valve off, and I can kind of walk away from it. So that's, I think, should answer your questions in terms of everything you've asked so far. So hopefully that gives you a heads up and helps you to make your own. And so if you need to do anything else, just, you know, ask the questions and I'll try to get back to you. But I mean, there's so many different configurations. I'm actually thinking about turning the tank sideways and see if I can cut a burn hole in the bottom. I don't know. I brought that tank home yesterday, so a horizontal tank, just to see what would happen if I turn one sideways, and then try to create something if I'd actually get more heat out of the tank. But it's raining out today here in Knoxville, so I'm kind of just catching up a little bit. So anyways, I'll put this on YouTube. If you got any questions, just holler at me. See you guys.